And on that note, I will share my screen. Kindly let me know as soon as you can see my screen. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, that's great. So, this is the project we've been working on. We are working to actualize this particular dashboard you are seeing. So we've been on it for like 4 classes, and today's class will be a wrap up for this particular project. Then we'll take another one immediately thereafter. Meanwhile, we'll have compilation of all the classes we have held for this particular project, so you can check them out at your leisure in a single package and follow through with it. Having said that, so I go straight away into the file we are using. So this is the data we've been analyzing on this Excel sheet right here. And so far, so good. This is where we are. I'm going to delete some things now. All these, uh, I just added them. So I need to delete them because we are going to do them in class today. I will show us where we left off last class. So all this should go just for us to see. Just for us to see. This guy should also go. Should go. Just making sure I pick the exact thing I want to delete. Sometimes they could be a bit tricky. Picking them out. All this is what we are going to achieve in this class. But that's exactly how the dashboard is supposed to look like. Okay. Um, Come on. This one goes. This one also goes. This one also goes. I think a few people are in the lobby. I will let them in soon. This one also goes. So we stopped right here last week on this particular um, gender chart. So we have these other containers to fill, and we go straight in getting them filled right away. So this is the template we are working through. So the next thing we need to do now is to get a chart for attrition by education. And the moment to do attrition by education will follow through to the next one. So how to do that is we go straight to our data. So for those who are just joining today, right on this Excel sheet I'm working on, I have a number of sheets that we've worked on already, and deliberately we put most of all of the things we were doing, we put them in separate sheets so that we could recognize them anytime we want to pick them up for use. So I'm deleting a few of them that I have done before so that I can redo it right in this class for us to see how we arrive at those different sheets. Okay. Attrition. I don't need it. I'm still going to redo it. Gender. Oh, I need gender. That was where we stopped last class. So this is where we have. So I want to take the next chart now, which is attrition by education or education-wise attrition. So we pick education column and we pick attrition counts. How do we do that? Go straight into the data. Like I said, in doing anything to bring up a chart. You quickly create a pivot chart, have a pivot table. So go to your ribbon, select insert, pick pivot table. You have this dialog box. It asks you, are you putting it in a new worksheet yet? You say, okay, name your pivot table. So this time around, if you want to do education-wise attrition, so I name it that way so that I can easily recognize it when I need it. So I just copy that. By default, this pivot table is named that same name. So I come to the sheet and rename that sheet with education-wise attrition. Something else was copied. So education-wise attrition. So having named that, so I put cursor on this pivot table. It gives me this field. All I need to look for is education. So I'm picking education. I drop it down inside the row, as you can see. The next thing is to pick attrition count. So I pick my attrition count and drop it inside value. So I have this table immediately. So what do I need to do? All I need to do is to create this chart as you are seeing it here. This particular chart. So in creating that, I just need to go ahead so you can pick it, give me pivot table analyze. Then what I want to bring out from there is to have a bar chart, more like a straight bar chart, so I can use a column chart if I so wish. I can pick this, say okay, it brings it out this way for me. And having got this, I don't want this. I can quickly remove all of these guys that I don't need to have space. So get that removed for me. I come here, click on the plus sign. I don't want the grid line. Remove the grid line. Then I don't want this total. Remove total. For now, I may not need this, but should I leave it? I can leave it for now to be there. I don't need this total header. I can remove it. So I'm just removing those ones just to have some good space for my chart. Okay, I need data label. Then the data label, how do I want you to put it for me? Outside end or inside end? We can leave it that way for now. Okay, this one here, I don't need it. I can just select it and click it out. So I'm having more space for my charts. And I can come here and say, I want it to be sorted or rearranged. So I pick sort from largest to smallest. So it gives it this way, or I can say I want it the other way around, smallest to largest, and I have it this way. So I can pick this chart now, copy, go to my dashboard, and paste it here. So I'm pasting it here. I can move it to the right place I want it to be, which is this side. So I do a few adjustment here and there, and it moves just to oh, how many people are there? It's coming. It's coming. So is Ahmed raising his hand? I can see his hand hub. Is there a question? Okay. So I have the chart right here so that we can quickly move fast. We have to fill all this container today and end this project. All right. So having done this, I can just do right click and do format chart area or format plot area. I can say I don't want any fill, no fill, and I don't want any line, no line. So on doing that, I can click on it again. All I want to do is to click the outside one. no fill, no line. Then I can click the chart area itself so that I will increase the width of the bars. So I'm having 182% here. Maybe I can use 75 so that it can be a bit bigger. You can see that's okay for me. Is it blending well? Yeah, it's blending well into the container. So what else do I need to do? I can click on the label itself and just bold it. Pick bold here. Change the font. You can use Lato Black, which we have been using before. Click enter. What else do I need to do? I can increase the font size from 9 to 10 so that I can be a bit bolder. That's fine. So I can click on this label too, change it to our regular font size, Lato Black. Then I can click on bold. Do I need to increase the font size too? You can just do whatever suits you just to make it a bit more legible for people to see. Okay, I can go back and click the bars. I go to paint area, click this paint drum or paint brush, come down here to select the color, and in selecting the color, okay, I don't want the regular color, I want to have a customized color. And in having customized color, okay, let me do gradients. Let me first say gradient fill. In the ingredient fill, I come to this color. On the color, should I choose one side to be green and the upper side to be a thicker green? So one side of the gradient has two extremes, the beginning and the head. So the beginning is being selected now, as you can see on this my cursor, and whatever I do or whatever adjustment I make on the color code here is going to affect that initial side of the color range. So on clicking this, I want it to have some sort of light green. That's still light. um Let me just make it something like this. Yeah, then I click on the second extreme of the color gradient, and I can click on something more deeper like this. I can leave it this way. So this gives me a bit of what I want. What do I need to do? Very quickly, I can just bring my text box from here. What I did was to copy and paste, and I move it from there to this side. So I just rename this guy education wise attrition. Yeah, so that is done, clear and simple. The next thing I want to do from here is attrition by job role, and I'll use what we call a very unique map, tree map, to represent that. Okay, the same way we did this, just go to your data again, pick from the data and create a pivot table. From your ribbon, you click insert, pick on pivot table range. Okay, from here, then all I need to do is to select what I need to select. But before then, you label your pivot table. Now we want to do attrition by job role. So I'll write attrition by job role. Just need to name your pivot table by, by job role. I copy, then bring it to name your sheet so that that sheet can be dedicated for that purpose. Paste it there, attrition by job role, enter. Then go ahead and look for your job role right here in the field. Search for job role. I can see job role, bring it down to your role. Then go ahead and pick attrition count and put it in the value like this. So we need to do a tree map diagram or a tree map chart to get this. So in doing that, I pick my period chart. I'm looking for a tree map. Here is tree map. You can see it's giving me a warning that I cannot create this chart with data inside pivot table. So meaning that to create this particular chart type, which is tree map charts, I cannot use data directly from the pivot table, which was what we established in a couple of classes before now, that sometimes you may have to extract your data away from your pivot table before you can use it to do any other thing, calculations or making charts. So that's an example of that we are seeing here. So what do we need to do? I just cancel out this guy. I said, okay, I move ahead. So I label this place job role. I label the next one attrition. And as soon as I do that, I put equal to sign here, pick this guy, press enter, then enlarge your column. You can flash fill down immediately so that you can bring down all of those stuff. Since I cannot use them directly from the pivot table, I want to call them out so that I can create my chart from it. So in the same way, I click equal to here, I pick this guy, press enter. I have my 9. The moment I flash down, you see what happens now. On flashing down, it gives me this, and this is not correct because you can see clearly that the figures for each of the item on that table is different, but it's repeating 9 throughout. So something is wrong. So I pick the first one to check, okay, is using healthcare representative by default for all of them. So all I need to do is to select it this way and remove it. Then is only to pick from here just once. When you pick that one, then you should let other one have their own way and change it. And that's how to give it for you this way. So you can select back this way, go to insert. Let's check if you can get our tree map now. Okay, you can go to insert recommended chart, pivot chart. Insert. Let's see all of our charts. Okay, yeah, this one is my tree map. So it gives me my tree map chart here. On having it, I don't need all of these stories. So I remove it to have more space. I don't need the chart title. I need it to have more space. So I can reduce it so that I can fill up correctly the space I have on the dashboard. So copy that, go straight to your dashboard. Where's my dashboard? Sheet here. Yeah, this is my dashboard. I go straight, I land here, paste. So I'm pasting it. I bring it up now to fill this place. So all I need to do now is to adjust it properly. Right and left, up and down to size up that container so that it can look neat and good. Okay, that's fine. I can select it again. All I need to do is the regular thing. Do I want to, okay, no line, no fill is already there. Format chart area, no line. I mean, no fill, no line. Okay. And what else? I don't want too many gray color to begin and start it. So I pick especially the first gray color, and what I want to do is to adjust it a bit. What color do I want to give that? Is this okay? Yeah, slightly. Yeah, that's fine. It looks fine now. So I need to label that particular container. What's the name? We need to give it. Copy, paste, drag it from here, put it here. And this one, the name is attrition by job role. And we use tree map because it does a wonderful work in that. Okay, next one is to have our attrition by department. So I go ahead again to my data, look for your data sheets on the workbook here. pick insert, pick pivot table range. Yes, I want it to have the title and it should be in the new worksheet. So what am I looking for? I want to create attrition by education. So I can just say education. Sorry, I can say department wise attrition. Yeah. So I copy that and use it to name this sheet so that I can easily recognize the sheet as well. So that's fine. I go ahead to look for department right here. So department, go to row, then check for your attrition count, go to value, then you have it this way. So what do I want to do? I have to use what I call a pie chart for this, and to use a pie chart more often than not is good to put your pie charts on 100%. So I can easily say that this guy should be changed. Show this value. I have right click on that table. So I'm saying that it should show this value as percentage. So I can pick any of these percentage variants that it gives me here. So I want it to be percentage of the grand total. So I pick this and I have 5, 56, and 38, summation of which is 100. So pick these, then I want a pie chart. I have this, yeah, then that can come. In the same way, I do not want this button label, remove all of them for me. I need my space. Then how do I do that? I right click on one of them and say it should remove the button label. I can undo for you to see. Just pick any of the two, right click, you have hide all field buttons on the charts. So if I say hide a value field, it will only hide one. But if I say hide all, it will hide the two of them. So those two are gone now. I don't need title. I need my space. Then I can reduce this guy a bit this way. Yeah, that's okay. I can copy it, look for my dashboard sheet, take it down there. Yeah, here is it. I paste it right here, move it up to this side. This is where I want it to be. Stay there for a while, adjust it a bit, right and left. All these things, they are, in fact, it's as if you are just playing with ABC and 1, 2, 3. But the power that this thing has, you will see at the end of the day what this little dashboard is going to do in controlling about a data of 1,500 rows, and it's giving you your feedback and outcome so easily. And it is just following simple processes like this, nothing more. There is no rocket science about it. Anybody wanted to come in? Okay, no rocket science about that. Okay, what do? I select, right click again, format chart area. I don't want any fill, I don't want any line. Okay, that is done. I want this color, the color of this pie chart, to blend more with every other color on the dashboard. So I want to just adjust it a bit. Okay, I have picked this now. Let me first click on the entire chart area on its own. Then I can click this inner one. I want to deal with it. I want to give it a gradient fill. So I click on gradient fill. Don't select all. Only this. Yeah. Then I want a gradient fill, correct. So on that gradient fill, it has lower limit, upper limit, as you can see on this bar. Sometimes when this bar is more than 2, just delete it and reduce it to 2 so that you only have one at the extreme left then you have one at the extreme right for them to read across the bar to give you the gradient or the color change from one level to another. So the very first one is being selected by default. So whatever color adjustment I make now will be responsible for that. So I click on this. I actually want it to gray out, gray from that lower limit of gray. Then I click the second one and click use a very thicker gray so that it can be that way. Or if it's not thick enough, I can go and customize the color by clicking more color. Then I bring this arrow down here just to thicken that gray color more for me. Then I said, okay, so it darkens more. So I can leave it that way. So, okay, I click the next one, which is blue. What do I want to do? I also want a gradient fill. I click gradient fill. I have the two bars. One is selected by default. I pick the color adjustment button here. So what do I want to do with that? What color? Let me leave it as light blue at the beginning. I click the second one. Add it again. What color? Let me leave it at a little bit this way for that one. Okay. Just want to blend the color of those guys, the different segment of the pie with other colors on the charts. Yeah, I click the third one. I also want a gradient fill. And this time around, okay, let the beginning be light. Let me see how to vary the hand to be a bit darker, but it needs to be different from the other one so that there is a color contrast. All right, so I pick that, pick this color, pick more color, adjust it as much as you want from here. You can even pick first on this side, then now adjust this arrow for as much as possible. Let's see what gives us. Yeah, it's different from the other blue, so it's sharp enough to be seen. What else do I want to do here? I want to bold this guy a bit. You can click on bold, increase font size maybe to 10, then change the font style to our regular font, which is Lato Black, so that we can have regularity. So that's okay for me. What else? The next one is to do attrition by age group. Okay, so in the same way, oh, before that, I need to name this one we just finished. So click on it. Okay, Control C, Control V. I bring it out. Place it here neatly. Double click inside so that I can be in. Control A to select all of them. What do I want to name this one as now? Attrition by department, or what we call department wise attrition. Okay, so I can go to the next one, which is attrition by age group. Same way, I look for my data sheets, pick from data sheets, insert pivot table. Yeah, so attrition by age group. Yeah, copy it out. Then I name this sheet the same way, the same name for ease of reference. That's fine. Then I come to the field on the right. So what do I need to do? I need to pick my age band, put it in rows, then look for my attrition count, put it in value. Then I have it this way. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, pivot. So what do I want to bring out of this one? I want to use, um, what should I use? The column chart. Okay. If I want to use the column chart, that's fine. So I remove those guys. I don't need them for now. I don't need this one either. What else do I not need again? Total, I don't need you. I need my space rather. I'm not sure I need you. Yeah. Data label, I drilled it down a bit to actually put the data label outside end, inside base, inside end. Okay, leave it at outside end. Okay, it's still showing grid. Let me remove the grid. Just unselect it. You can see grid line. Just unselect it to remove the grid so it looks neater and sharper. I think it's fine now. So let me just click on the outside, reduce it a bit. Okay, there's something else I need to do. Before I move it to where I need it, I need to arrange it again, sort it from largest to smallest. Okay, so I can pick it now, copy, go to the dashboard, paste. So bring it here and adjust just for it to enter the space provided. Okay, space provided. Okay, space provided. Okay, so what do I need to do? Right click. Yeah, right click, format chart area. No fill, no line. Then click on the chart itself, the bar, and pick this. Then reduce the width so that can be a bit bigger. So I can use 75 again, enter. You can see it's now a bit bigger. Then I can go to paint. What color do I want to make it? I want to put a gradient fill. Is selected in two by default, like I said earlier. Okay, choose this for the beginning of the bar. Then for the ending side of the color gradient, you can pick this. Yeah, that's a bit neater. Good. So I can select the data label itself and do some little manipulation, bold it a bit, change the font to Lato Black, the regular font style. Then probably you increase it to 10 too, so that it can be a bit bold. Yeah. Then you can do same thing to this one too, if you so wish. And with that, yeah, okay. So I can pick this guy from here to Control C, Control V. Okay, so just label it attrition by age group. Uh, age group. So that goes. We pick the next one very quickly, which is what is a marital status, attrition by marital status. You go the same way down to data, click on insert, click on pivot table, Let I go label this or name this marital status. Copy that. Name your sheet with the same name. Paste. That goes. Then I look for my marital status here. Just type it there. It should come out. Drop it down here. Then after marital status, what else do I need again? I need to give it value. I'll give it attrition value. Yeah, so that's okay. I have this. Please, you are free to ask question if you so wish at any point in time. Okay, so the next thing is to get our chart for this. What is the kind of chart that is good for this kind of display is what I call a funnel chart. So I'll pick a funnel chart, select one, select this, insert funnel. Another issue, just like we encountered before. So to use this funnel, it's also telling me that you cannot create funnel charts with data inside pivots. So no problem. We cancel it when you encounter something like that. Just go ahead, um, type in your marital status here. Status. Then next, put attrition. That's fine. Can expand this. Put your equal to here. Pick this guy. Enter. Then flash fill it down. For the three of them, you have it. Same way, put your equal to here. Pick this guy. Enter. Then what do you do? Also flash fill. Flash fill. So same thing we encountered at first. It's giving me same figure, which is not correct. So it should be different because we have 327, 673, and 470. So what do we need to do? The same way we corrected it the other time. Just check what's going on. So it's using this last divorced for all of them, as you can see on the formula bar. So I need to correct that. So what you need to do is to select that for the first one, including the quotation mark, then go ahead and pick this first one here and press enter. Then by the time you flash fill now, it will bring in the correct figure for the remaining ones. You can see. So we now have the 673 and 470 as expected. So
Please,
what do you need to do?
please? Can you repeat that, please?
Okay, I should repeat this, please.
And that's step.
Yeah, so let me just undo. I'm undoing, undo. So you can see it's giving 327 for all of them, and it's not correct because we are actually duplicating this table on the left. Just like we copy out the name of the rows, divorced, married, and single. So those ones copied out correctly. But in copying their values, this particular Excel formula does not copy correctly because it is assuming same value for all of them. There are two ways to it. It's either we use $ to tie down both the cell reference number so that it will not change, or you just simply ensure that you correct the very first one that is having error. For instance, I click on the first one now. Look at the formula bar here. It's showing divorced. So that is the very first one, meaning that it's querying from the first one, whatever value that first one has, is what it's picking from. That's correct. But when you go to the second one, it should not pick divorce. It should pick married. But let me put cursor there. You will see that it is still divorce that it is still picking from. I put my cursor there. Can you see? It's still picking divorce. That's why it is still 327. Let's check the third one, single. I put my cursor there. It is still divorce, still picking from divorce instead of single. So what do I need to do now? I go to the very first one. I will now highlight this particular guy that is causing the issue, which is divorce. I highlight it like this, including the quotation mark that is on it. So what I'm doing now is that I'm not clicking here again. I will now click on this name side. So the moment I click on the name side, the first one will pick the first one. And by the time I flash
Where did you
fill,
click, sir? Where did you click? Where did you click?
I'm clicking this one now, row number 4, which is divorce. I've not clicked
Okay.
it, so I'm clicking it now. That is A4. You can see it's picking from A4 for the first one. And I'll click enter. Pum. By the time I click enter, it picks 327 from this side, from this A4, not from B4. So by the time I now flash fill, automatically it will pick A5 for the second one. Then it will now also pick A6 for the third one. And that's how the number will change this way.
So I will highlight the last. I will highlight.
Yes, you highlight
Then,
the very first one that was giving that error. Just highlight it, including the
including the
quotation mark.
bracket, right? Or
Exactly.
just
No, not bracket,
including.
quotation mark. That's
Okay.
double comma on top. So you highlight it, including the
Okay.
quotation mark for it. So
Okay.
after highlighting, then you now click the name side, no longer the value side. You click on the name
Okay.
side and press enter. So that first
Okay.
one will be correct as 327. Then when you now flash fill from the first one this time around, it will pick the value, the correct value for each of the name you are now flash
Okay.
filling down. If they are 1 million down, it will pick their correct values. That's how it will
Okay.
work. So that one is
All right.
faster than using what is it called? Dollar sign to key it down and all that. So we have it correct this way. Is that okay now?
That's fine. That's fine.
Good, thank you.
That's fine.
So I like this. Click insert. Um, what I want to use for this, I want to use a funnel chart, right? So click this. I see my funnel chart. I click OK. It brings it out for me. So I don't need this guy. Get away from this side. I don't need you. Whereas I need to quickly right click over there, sort it like we have sorted previously, from smallest to highest or from highest to smallest. So this looks fine. So the next thing is to no grid line. That's fine. You can just click the chart again, reduce it a bit this way, then copy, go to your dashboard and bring it here. It lands here straight away. Then you can bring it out to fit in this particular container. So having gotten into the container, and just adjust it a bit so that it can properly enter, yeah, in a way. Okay, it's still being selected. You right click on it, format. I'm not formatting picture. I want to format chart area. Come on. Okay. Let me see. No fill, no line. Good. What else do I want to do here? I want to also change the color. I want to do a gradient fill, not at the background fill, undo. So I click yeah, that's the one I want to fill. Gradient fill, correct. And I want it to be, the lower limit should go ahead and take, what kind of green is this? Okay, right. Second limit of the color gradient should take this. Fantastic. So looking nice now. So quickly go ahead and name that chart too. Come on. Yes. So just be deliberate about the chart you are picking. Those things can be tricky. Copy, paste as usual, and drag it to the side. So label this guy to attrition by marital status. Yeah, that's done. So the last thing here is to do what is it called now? Last thing is to do slicer, and slicer is not like the control panel filtering everything like that. So you can just pick any of the different charts that we have prepared before to get your slicer out. So let's say I pick this, I click on this, click on pivot this, insert slicer. What do I need to do? I need to pick, I need two of them. I need education, and I probably need the next one, which is, should I use gender? Okay, let me use education field, department. Just bring those two slicer out for me. It gives you the slicer this way. So I can automatically select both slicer, copy them, take them to my dashboard, and paste them here. So I'm having the two of them here. So I need to fit them right inside this slot. So click one. Now both of them have been selected at the same time. Are you twins? You come here. So I'll adjust it as much as possible just to fit in. It will adjust. Worst case scenario to give some scroll bar to navigate it. You can do it this way. Make it go up a bit more. Adjust this side. Then come to the second one. Put it up here. Adjust it again. Bring it down here. Put it in more. This one can be adjusted more. Okay. This one can be adjusted further. Okay. So what do I need to do here? Don't forget last class, I didn't do any formatting on this particular slicer that is here for gender because I intend to do the formatting of all slicers together. So this is the point where we can quickly deal with that. So see, just adjusting the slicer is only adjusting one of the charts. That is not the ultimate goal of this dashboard preparation. When you click on the control panel, it's expected to filter the entire chart, including the rating figures that we did, so that you can have a comprehensive view of what each of the filtering elements is saying on the dashboard. So I will come to that in a moment. I just want to quickly format this slicer for us to see. So sliders are looking blue by default, so but they need to blend with the color of the dashboard, the different various colors we have used. So how do we do that? I can click here on the slicer, pick it again on top on your ribbon. Then you see these formatting styles written down here. I've already done one, which is this one here. So if I click on this format style, it will land there straight away. The same way, if I click on the second slicer and I pick this formatting, it will land straight away therein. If I click on this third slicer and pick this guy, it will also pick it. But let me undo and create that particular formatting template again for you to see, so that should you need to create one for yourself, so you can easily do that. So in doing that, what do? You just open the arrow here, this drop down menu, to show you more of the different color template and formatting template. So what do I need to do? Just come here, click on new slicer style, then name your slicer. I've named the previous one maybe slicer 1. I can name this slicer 2, and I've leave it like that. So the old header of the slicer, pick it, click format. Then on the format, you just go through what do I need to do for formatting of the whole, the entire slicer. Let me just leave it. Do I need to do anything on the border? Okay, let me check the fill. The fill for the entire formatting, I want it to be a gray out this way. So I pick it, I say, okay, that goes. That is done. For header, I pick header. What do I need to do on header? Any adjustments on fill or border or font? I think I should leave it as it is. So let that header remain the way it is. I go to selected item with data. So I click that, click on format. What do I need to do here? What is the font size? Let's use Calibri body. The font style, let's use bold. Let that remain there. So what else do I need to do? This one should remain automatic. This one should remain this. Do I need to do any fill on it? Fill effect. Okay. I can do a dark green, then maybe a light green. Okay. Then I can click vertical here and click OK. And click OK. Then for the next one, I can click that, pick format, same fill, fill effect. Do I need to do format font size? No. Okay. Fill effect. I can choose a darker and a light dark. Yeah, that's fine. Then I go here, I click vertical, click OK, click OK. The next one, I can just use that same format that way. Fill effect, dark, something a bit light. Yeah, vertical. Okay, okay. I think everything should be okay. So I have saved it now, just like I have it before. So you can see the two formats looking exactly alike here. So what do I now need to do? I just click on the slicer and pick it. So the moment I pick it, you can see the slicer changes. The next one, I pick the slicer and pick it. The slicer changes. The next one, I pick the slicer changes. So you can go and create a formatting template and you can apply it easily. But if you see, as you are now moving around, you can see that some are looking so dark and it's not too clear and all that. So I can go ahead and work on my formatting template as it is. I can click on it, right click rather, pick modify. After picking modify, which one should I pick out of them? I think this one, format, is it the one that has font style, automatic, not this? Okay. Is it the first one? Font style Calibri. Then what should the color be? I want to change the color to white. So I can just open the color, pick white, click OK, click OK. You can see the color for the font color on the slider changed to white, which is more legible and looks quite better than the black. So this is the dashboard we've been working on all along. If I click now, you can see it is only one chart that is still being controlled. I'm coming to that. Let's quickly name these slicers. Okay. I want to remove the default name. I can right click on slider setting, remove this name here. I will name it in a different way. So just delete education field. That goes. Same thing here. Right click, slicer setting, remove this name here and click OK. Then I can go and pick my insert text box to create a small text box here that will give me the name of the slicer. So this one can be education and the other one can be department. So, and I will now try to format it a bit. So education slicer, then put it in Lato black for me, bold it for me, then give me some sense of blue like we've been using before, or we can use some sense of this as we have been using before. Yeah, that's fine. Then on this, I don't want to see format shape. Don't give me any fill. Don't give me any line. Remove that too. Let it blend straight away on it. Fantastic. So I can just pick this. Okay. So I can just pick this. Control copy, control paste, duplicate it to this side. This one is what? Department. So I can come back to this later on. And that color looks a bit odd out of all the colors. So I can come here and pick a color from it, use this paint brush and use it to paint this guy that be like your people now. Yeah. Be like every other one for uniformity's sake. Yeah. Let me give it this one. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I need. Let me give it. Oh, where are you now? This one. Okay. Somebody want to come in? You are coming. Okay. That's fine. So, like I was saying, we are done. Sorry, today took a bit more time than the other time, but we need to finish up everything. That's why we have to do that. So this is the entire dashboard now, but our control panel is not doing an holistic job yet. It is only controlling just one chart, and we have a lot of charts and a lot of KPI right on the dashboard. So what do we need to do? Okay, it's not a problem. Just right click on each of the slicer, right click and say report connection. You want to connect all reports. All these KPI you see, 588, 87, I mean, total employee attrition, active employees, attrition rates, they are all KPI. Then a number of charts. So, and they are all examples of reports. We need to connect all of them together. So you select report connection, connect all the reports. It gives you this box. What you need to do is to open up the box a bit to see all of the things contained therein. It's only one that is connected, and that's why it's controlling only one chart. So what do we need to do? Enable every other chart like this. Click it, click it, click it, click it, so that you can connect all of them. That goes, so by the time you click this particular control panel, you can see now it's controlling more charts than before, right? So same way, you go to the next slicer, right click, pick report connection, open up this guy the same way, enable all of this, check the boxes to enable the connection with other charts, then click OK. By the time you click it too, it's controlling every other chart on the dashboard. You can see the dynamism of the chart coming live. So what does we need to do? Yes, these other slides are here. We need to also connect it to the entire report system. So right click, report connection, enlarge your dialog box, click this, click this, click this, click this, click this, say okay, everything is connected. By the time you click female too, it's connecting everything. So it's showing you female by attrition, it's showing you active female, it's showing you the attrition rate for female. If you click male, and same thing. So what has this achieved for us now? Look at the data like barbarian speaking in thousands. It is very hard to make sense of this data as enormous as it is. But simple ability to create a control panel that will speak to this data directly is helping us derive more insight from this data so easily by just clicking button. Meaning that all you need to do is, okay, I want to see the marketing department, how many are they? You can see it shows me we have total employees in marketing department is 1,311. Out of them, 202 have exited. That is attrition. And we only have 1,109 of them that are active employee. Attrition rates in that particular department is 15.41%. The average age of the employee constituting that department is 37. If I leave that and I click another department entirely, let me say medical, it gives me another statistics entirely. We have 1,006 employees in that particular department. 174 of them have exited, that is attrition. We have 832 of them that are active employees. If you add these two numbers together, it will give you 1,006. And going ahead like that from one level to another, you are extracting very deep information per department. Then you can write or speak to each head of the department for them to see what issue is going on in their various departments and what they are doing about it. Oh my goodness, time is gone. Today has been pretty longer than before. Can I ask if there's any question? In the absence of none, we may quickly call it a class. Hello? Any question? Within 3 to 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
How did you get the symbol that you put beside each of the KPI?
How did I get what?
The images that you put beside each of the KPIs.
Okay. These images,
yeah.
Can you see my cursor? These.
I can see it.
Yeah. So those are simple things you can easily get from Google. So just go to Google, type in anything. Let's say my Google. Come on. Then I can type in anything here. Images for total employees. It will give you as many as possible. So you just pick. So just write total employees, click images here. So you have 1,000,001 images you can pick from. So the moment you pick it, then you can just adjust it a bit and reduce the size. So what I've done was to get all those images previously, and I kept it here. Can you see? I've already kept them inside another sheet on the Excel. So all I did was just to pick, but I picked all of them from, you can easily pick them from Google. And for a few others, for instance, this image here that we use for this container under gender, you can pick it inside Excel itself. Let me show you that. Is it insert? Yes, insert. See this icon is under a container called illustration. So you pick icons.
Hello.
Pick. So by the time you pick icon, just type people here, for instance. If you type people, it gives you so many shapes. So that's why I got those shapes. So this was the one I used for male. This was the one I used for female. I just changed the color. So that was in the previous class. I showed this example in the previous class. So there are other images you can also look for that can be here in this place. Sorry, anybody talking? Did you get that now?
Yes, thank you.
Sure.
Okay. But I would want to know if we can get previous recording and this present recording. Yes, you can definitely get this recording. Somebody is saying, thank you for this lecture. It's very impactful. But I would want to know if we can get previous recording and this present one. Definitely, yes. So I'm already working on compiling all the previous recording, including this. Then I'll put it on our various channels, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all that. All the ones you have done before today are already online. You can see them there. But to make this a complete project, I will add the links of every other ones we have done, plus the recording of this, so that you can see all of them in a single compilation. Any other question? Yeah, in the absence of none, thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I want to put in the chat box, I'm putting a link because this program is going beyond this level as time goes on. So we are trying to get a compilation of as many people as possible that will be benefiting for this. It is free of charge, so don't be scared. But I'm typing in something now, www.talentbaskets.co.uk. Please, you can visit this site and sign up for the project we are working on, which is to take over from this for everybody as time goes on. So there are other things we will need to benefit as members. By the time you follow up, okay, for the length of the class, let me stop recording from here so that